Hey there, today it is your main man, Mr. Dreddy Peso, and today we are just talking about, as you can read, rich people buy this, and broke people buy this. There's a middle class that we will address as well, but you know, oftentimes people keep on forgetting this day that we don't barter anymore. We don't just have these markets. We have people who have found out that big business can be made on different things. So when you create big business for yourself, you put yourself in a class, a financial class. That class can be rich people, or you can be in the middle, or you can be a broke or poor person. And so a lot of people are in these classes because of their habits. The habits that they have developed over the years puts them in a certain class. And one of the habits that we want to pay attention to today is what people buy. What are people buying in these different classes? So here we see that broke people or poor people are people who are buying things. They buy items. They go to the store, buy new candles for the kitchen. Then they buy a sing-along dog that has a song that sings when they walk, and it's so cute. They say, "Oh, look how cute it is," but it's junk. It has absolutely no value. They buy things. They buy picture frames. They buy alcohol. They buy drink, food, etc. New chairs, new cars. They don't even throw out the old ones that are supposed to remove. So they have this big cluttered house. Middle class people deceive themselves by trying to buy the things they see the rich people buy. Except for they buy these things and they cause them to be liabilities. So when you have this, it makes them actually poor and broke, because you will see everything in this life, in the capitalistic world, in the European world, is based on your cash flow. You see, your bills will be cashing in every day. So you need to have your income to be cashable every day. Rich people though buy assets. So you have to ask yourself, what are you buying? Now don't confuse asset. You see, a liability could be your own home, because a liability is anything that takes money away from you. Cash flow is the money that you bring in on a monthly basis that is left after your expenses. Expenses are things that you spend money on. The assets are things that pay you, and your liabilities are things that cost you. So broke people, first of all, live check to check, or they don't have any extra cash flow and they buy a bunch of things. Their house looks as cluttered as this woman's house. Things laying everywhere. Things that they have so much sentimental attachment to. So they can't get rid of it because their heart is tied to it. I can't throw away this tire. I've had this tire in the family for 10 years. I've had this tire in the house for the last 30 days. I cannot just throw it away. So they are cluttered. People with liabilities go and buy a new house that they could barely afford, and they buy new cars so they can look rich, because they see that their rich friends have these things. And then the rich are spending their time buying things that are assets, businesses, stocks, bonds, anything that would generate more cash flow. When they make profits from their cash flow, they go buy things that will generate more cash flow. And that is the only difference of what the rich, middle, and poor people spend their money on. So how many assets are you owning now? Huh? How many liabilities have you caused yourself to have now? You've probably went to school, receive your master's degree, you have additional income now, but yet you still feel poor. Why? Because you went and bought cars and things to match all of the things to flatten out your income. And then you working a job is your only source of income. If your hands are not moving, if your feet are not dancing, you are not making any money. And that is terrible, because if you get diabetes and you don't take care of it and they cut off your feet, you can no longer dance. So take the time right now, subscribe to our YouTube channel, do TV. You know, we talk real stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may not understand a word we're saying, but we're still talking real stuff. And follow me on Twitter, Dreddy Peso. And we're just excited to bring good information to you. But realize what you are spending your money on. And don't be foolish. Don't try to buy a house. Okay, I'm renting for $500 a month. I can afford to own for $400, but haven't put in all the liabilities that come with the house. Fixing this, fixing that, adding this, adding that. Make sure all of those things are taken care of. And for God's sake, get business opportunities, low-cost business opportunities, and learn education. Learn how to make those things grow better, bigger, so that you can spend your money in other areas that will give you good cash flow. It is really simple when you look at the game to make the change. And sometimes it will take being around a certain type of people. But your poor broke butt, I don't know why I'm trying to censor myself. Your poor broke ass cannot hang around a rich man. He doesn't want to hang around you. So the only way that you can hang around a rich man is to go buy books by rich people, read them, start to do what they say they do. And the same thing for you, Mr. Middle Class. Stop trying to keep up with the other people in the physical things that you see. And why don't you go see what they are actually doing? It is very crazy and humbling to see people so stupid, but they sometimes want this, and so we have to let them learn the hard way. But this is what rich people are buying: assets. Poor people buying things. And Mr. Middleman, Mr. Middlewoman is buying liabilities, pretending to be rich. Join in on this conversation. Share it with your peers, because many that probably listen to this are in the poor and middle class. So if I've insulted you, thank you. But hopefully you see better and learn how to do the right thing so that you can get to the rich class. I am Dreddy Peso, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.